Trying to make everything perfect? Are you in perfection paralysis, feeling overwhelmed, trying to really get it perfect even before you start? Hey, Scott Haug here with the Manifestation Accelerator, where manifestations and results are made easy. And in today's video, I'm going to go over a technique and change in habit of your thinking to allow yourself to get out of that trying to make things perfect mode, because when you're in that mode, you often procrastinate. You don't get results. You're just trying to make it perfect, right? Over to really making improvements in your life, getting the progress you're seeking and moving things forward. Just before we jump into the training today, throw a like on the video. As you do so, it's going to send out to a lot more people, and together we can raise the consciousness of the planet together. Also click subscribe and then click the bell icon as well, so you're notified when we send out other great manifestation how-to content, methods, techniques, meditations, all that good stuff. And also in the description below, make sure you're enrolled in one of our manifestation courses that will really help your results take off like a rocket. So let's jump into this. Why do people try to be perfect in the first place? Because it's a fear. It's a fear of not being good enough. It's a fear that, if I put out a project that's not perfect, somebody might think a certain opinion about me. So there's fear of judgment, fear of rejection, right? So when I'm trying to be perfect, it's coming from a fear. Really, first, it's a doubt and worry. Doubting my own ability. Doubting other people's trust in me. Doubting that, whatever I put out, I can feel confident about, and it doesn't matter other people's opinion. That doubt and worry about myself and about what others think and everything else gets converted, because it's emotionalized, to fear. So really it starts as a doubt and worry, and then as you think about it more and more, you start to feel it becomes a fear. And that fear drives the action of inaction, right? Constantly, if it's a book you're writing, if it's a certain thing that you're working on, whatever, you're trying to get it perfect before you're putting it out there. So the fear causes the inaction of actually putting it out there, right? I'm trying to get it perfect. I need to tweak this every single day in order to have it perfect, right? So people take 5, 10, 20, 30 years to do one thing that could take them 1 year or less, maybe a couple of months instead. So perfection paralysis is called paralysis for a reason, because it's inaction. You don't really get things moving forward. Can really kill your dreams and your progress. And I've certainly been there many times myself, trying to get things perfect, until I learned from a mentor the other side, and I discovered this process, and I've used it to this day as well. Perfection doesn't actually exist from planning, okay? You can't plan enough to create perfection. It's never going to happen. Perfection actually comes from steady steps forward, tweaking to make the thing better, making it better, putting it out there again. Okay, so let me explain what this kind of sounds complex there. So basically, I put out something like, if I'm doing paid ads for the first time, I remember this for me. You might relate if you've never done ads before in your full-time job. Okay, just use this as an example, right? I remember trying to sit there for hours trying to get my first ad perfect. Okay, I never done ads before. I was trying to get it perfect. Hours turned into days, turned into weeks, because I could not figure out. I was in writer's block. I didn't know what to say. I was like, if I put this out there, people are going to think something of me. All the things I just mentioned, right? Until my mentor said, no, don't do that. Just get into perfection, or don't get into perfection. Get into steps moving forward. Put the ad out there, see how it works, gain feedback from the stuff that you put out, tweak it to make it better, and then you do version 2.0 for your ad. Ding, ding, ding. That's it. This person over here is stuck on 1.0 version, because they're thinking perfection comes from enough planning, enough, just sitting there thinking. It doesn't happen like that. Perfection comes from you put out a 1.0 version, then you get the feedback. Are people saying certain comments? How did the ad perform? Did it get results? Did it get purchases? Did it get leads? Whatever it is, right? And if it didn't, okay, maybe I need to tweak the phrase. I need to tweak the picture. I need to tweak whatever, right? So it's about tweaking, making it better, so then you send out a 2.0 version. Now, the 2.0 version, you put it out there again, it got a little better performance. Great. Okay, so, what can I tweak to make it better? tweak it, make it better, put out the 3.0 version. Okay, so really it's all about little steps up a staircase. That's how you get perfection. Let me do an example like the company Apple, iPhone. I'm sure you're familiar. In fact, you might be listening into the video through an iPhone, maybe not. Doesn't matter, okay? But the Apple company first came out with, say, iPhone 4, okay? If Apple was trying to get it perfect and get all the way to the iPhone 10, right? Trying to get it perfect, trying to make the most advanced thing on the planet, never yet been discovered the technology or whatever it is, they probably would have never put out the iPhone 4, and they would have waited 10, 20, 50 years later in the company to actually put out that thing. Therefore, that means all these people would never be able to serve with the iPhone. They would never be able to purchase it. The company wouldn't have done so well, all those things, right? So there's negatives that come with that. No, what did Apple do though? You put out iPhone 4. See how the users like it. Figure out what tweaks need to be made. Change the technology, make it better. Then, you know, there's other ones, iPhone 4S and all that other stuff, but we'll just go numbers. Then there's iPhone 5. Ooh, great, okay, even better. Screen's better, technology's better, functioning's better, apps better, you know, whatever it is. iPhone 6. And they keep moving it forward based on the feedback, based on the changes in what they do, the improvements, and then they make it better. If you're a coach and course creator, happens all the time. You put out a 1.0 version, your best that you could do now, gain feedback, you get better as a coach, and then you create your 2.0 version, right? So again, it's not about getting the perfect thing out there, because doing that isn't how you get perfection anyways, as crazy as it sounds. It's counterintuitive, okay? It's not enough thinking and planning is gonna get you there. What gets you there is putting something out there, tweaking, making it better, then put it out there in a different way, in a better way. Put it out there in a better way. And this is really what we call an intelligent entrepreneur. This is how you manifest. Okay, this is how you really get this stuff out there. Now I know we're talking a lot about business, but same thing goes with a job, right? When you're 18 years old, if you got a job then, or 22, you know, whenever you got your first job, it could have been really early on or later, doesn't matter, okay? Did you look for the perfect job on the planet? No, probably. You're like, I need some money. I need to get started. So you worked at the pizza shop, or you worked, you know, at a parent's business like I did, or you worked, you know, whatever it is, but you worked maybe for minimum wage, you know, maybe you started a little bit more, it doesn't matter, but you didn't look for, you know, a $3,000 per hour job, right? No, you said, I gotta get money going, I gotta get experience under my belt, I gotta get things moving in some sort of fashion, right? And every person's experience is different, so yours might be very different from yours living scenario and everything else, right? But it's not, you're not looking for the perfect, you just need to get moving. Okay, you know, do we prepare children to go into first grade, second grade, something with knowing 10th, 11th, 12th grade math? No, right? You get them where they're at, they learn a little bit more, learn a little bit more, learn a little bit more, prepare them for the next grade, prepare them for the stuff. Now, we're not really getting the educational system because it could be way different and way better, but you see the gist here, right? So you want to think of perfection as a staircase. Got to move up a step. Got to move up a step, got to move up a step, got to move up a step. And from that place, things really move, especially if you're an entrepreneur trying to manifest clients, manifest money, manifest any of this stuff. It's about moving forward up the staircase, all right? In the comments below, throw a comment in there like, I am actually going to move all of my projects, all my stuff, whatever it is, you dictate whatever it is, up one step at a time to get to perfection, okay? So you just want to put a declaration statement, if you will, in the comments section that says, I will follow this. I will go up one stair at a time, not trying to get perfect through thinking and planning and sitting there trying to make it better and everything else. I do the best I can. I put it out there, get the feedback, tweak it, make it better, put it out there again. All right, so make your declaration in the comments below to really solidify that you're not just learning this stuff, you will do it, and you're giving your committed word to doing it as well.